Hey everyone, welcome to the eighth episode of Anuni. I am your host, Kazuki, and with me is my co host, Ai. And for today's episode, we will be discussing the newest live action adaptation of Rurouni Kenshin. I think it's entitled Final.
The final, that's
Am
correct.
I right,
Or
Ai?
the final slash the beginning for some
Yeah.
reason. So it's so
The,
it's maybe it's the beginning of the final arc or something. Probably. Probably.
yeah. So I think it's coming out. Is it
Is it
April?
April?
Is it
I'm
April?
not sure about the dates. Yes, it's April. No, June. June? Wait, what? Yeah, June. June 16 or 18 for some territories, depending on where you are.
Yeah, so it's we've been like looking forward to this for a long time. Have you seen
Yes,
the
I
first and the
am a
second?
very big fan of the first one. Not so much by the second. Yeah, looking forward to the third one.
Oh, nice. I think I saw the first
Yeah,
one in
same.
theaters and then the second one I missed. So I'm still hoping to
Yeah,
find time to watch the second one, but I'm looking forward to seeing the third and
yeah.
final arc of the live adaptation. So maybe we could look at the trailer now and make some commentaries, feedback, and we can bounce
What
off
do
ideas
what do
on
we think will
what
happen? Yeah,
we'd be expecting.
yeah. We
Yeah,
have not
yeah,
read the manga, which the story is based on, so we don't know we're gonna happen in here.
yeah, yeah. I haven't read the manga. I've only seen like the animated um version, which isn't really the same. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like.
Okay, so okay, we have the trailer on our screen, so we're gonna do like a we're gonna watch we're gonna watch this and then we're gonna talk about what we think will happen on this scene. Am I am I am I making sense? I'm not sure.
Yeah, this.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so that's the trailer. Yeah,
It looks pretty good. I mean, I've the fight scenes are crisp and doesn't look like they've slowed down on that
uh,
or they've lessened the quality. It looks pretty much um what I would expect when
first
I
one, yeah,
when I saw the first movie. Yeah.
yeah. The
So
quality
high
of
hopes.
the like
High hopes.
the feel of the movie, it's still there, but the action is a bit less. I don't know. The first one is very action heavy, like, very stylish. Um,
Yeah. I don't know about the second one though. Since you've seen the second, is it action heavy
um,
or
it's not. It's more of
compared to the first?
exposition or yeah, it's more exposition and storytelling rather than actual action for yeah for that movie. So yeah, and I guess the action is not. It's good, but it did not impress me like the first one.
Oh, yeah, the first one was it
Yeah,
was really amazing to see
yeah.
Kenshin
It's
like just
like the
come to
manga
life.
come to life. So those
Mm-hmm.
epic scenes you have on the pages, it's like translated into the movie itself. So that's what the first movie has actually made it great for me.
Yeah, and Takeru Sato is so good at what at portraying
He is.
Kenshin. So he's really, yeah, especially in the fight scenes. It's just so snappy. Like I like the choreography and how they've
Yeah.
angled everything because it just looks fast, like how it looked in the anime. You can just feel the energy from it. So I like the first movie as well, but I also want to see the second one just because it has Shishio, and I want to see how they uh how they if like how they converted the story to
Nice.
live
Okay.
action adaptation for
Yeah,
that
it's a
arc.
good art, but
But for this,
it's underwhelming.
oh sorry, but for the third one, it seems like a huge jump because I don't think, maybe I just forgot, but I don't remember Inishi ever being involved in the Shishio
No.
arc.
He was not a part of that story. Uh, so basically, he is not
Yeah.
actually on the main story itself. I think he
Okay.
was in the movie
Yes.
Betrayal, but as a young kid. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I remember that part. Yeah. But in the second movie, he wasn't shown there at all.
No. So he's not part of the main story. So this is like more of a spin-off. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So they're definitely going to be doing like a time
Yeah.
skip for this third one, or maybe just introducing him into the storyline, and not really having a continuation of Shishio's or the first one. It's more of like just a separate. Is that what it's going to
Probably.
be
Or
like?
it could be like depending on how the story goes because it seems that this is after the Shishi fight or yeah, after the Shishi fight but before the actual final arc of the series or the animated or the series because the manga is just far still far to go where the animated series ended. So yeah. Um
Uh,
so if they're following the animated series, the
I
story of
see.
that, that could be this
Hmm.
this movie could take place between uh Shishio and the final arc.
Okay.
Because if you remember
Oh
the
wow.
oh no, yeah, probably. Yeah, because if you remember the animated series, there's still like an arc that focuses on Feng Shui. Yeah, yeah, where they fought like mystics from China. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I also saw in the trailer
Sato
Sato
is
was
always
there.
there. Like Sato is
And
no.
yeah. Yeah, but I feel like I remember him getting more exposure during the Shishio arc. So I'm guessing it's happened after that. Although he's always been there since I think Kenshin
Oh,
and
oh yeah.
him met when Kenshin was still
Regarding
Badosai. So yeah.
that, um, he was there, but it remind me that the whole out of topic, but Sanosuke Sagara, the whole story about him learning technique from the monk. Yeah, it was totally
Oh
cut
yeah,
off from the
yeah, I
movie.
remember
I
that.
I know why they did that, but I still feel that it could made the movie better. They cut it off.
Oh, they
There's
cut it
totally
off.
no story about that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, when the arc with Masao. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the new one. Yeah. So yeah, this is like post Theo. Yeah. So Kenshin have no
Life
idea about this,
life.
or
Yeah.
Kaoru does not have any idea about Kenshin. Don't know
Uh,
about. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would
So
be interesting.
yeah, probably they're gonna talk about it. I'm not sure at what extent.
And I also see like silhouettes of other characters. I'm not sure if they're with Inishi or they're part
Like
of the Oniwa Banshu, or is it just um Kenshin and gang? So I saw like the flaming background and then it's just the silhouette of people there. So I'm not sure if it's new people or it's just Sanosuke, Kenshin, and Kaoru, and maybe
yeah, I was hoping we could see
Sato.
uh the ninja gang from the animated series. I like them, though. Although they're just side characters, but I like to see them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, spoiler alert, who did they include in the second movie? They had Shishio, and I know Shishio had
Yeah.
his own group. Did they include everyone on there
Not
or
everyone. Oh, no, everyone was there, but their scene is really, really short. So there's that.
yeah, and I think only Sojiro was like mostly focused on instead of like
Yeah,
everybody in
yeah.
the group. I'm not sure. I didn't really
Sojiro,
see anybody
if you
else
watch the
in the
trailer
car. Yeah.
back then, Sojiro was like presented as this main villain, but
Yeah.
well, knowing that Shishi was there, but he was presented to have this main villain of the story. Um, but actually,
Okay.
everything like every scene where sorry, did I say did I say Shishio or what's the kid again? I forgot the name of the
Yeah.
kid. What's the kid's name? Sojiro. Sojiro
Sojiro?
was like every
Sojiro,
scene
yeah.
that Sojiro was in, like everything that or all we seen was in the trailer. So yeah, pretty much saw everything what Sojiro does. Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
it
it
still
looks
looks good,
good, but
so
I mean, come on. I mean, show me something else.
they probably wanted to save the big ones. Are there bigger fights aside from Sojiro's?
Um, I'm
Or is it just Shishio and
the
Kenshin's?
build up was focusing on Shishio and Kinshin, but for some reason, I don't know,
Okay.
just feel underwhelming.
Yeah, who are all those
I have to.
people? It's like with Inishi is what I
Uh,
want to know because I feel like he did get a group or is with a group. I just
uh,
can't recall. But I thought he
um.
worked
So
alone
yeah.
also.
She is someone who uh, obsessed with Kenshin. So does not care how Kenshin dies as long as he dies. So I'm not probably initially hired these people that he is with. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
that would be yeah. I wonder if they're gonna show scenes from scenes with Tomoe. I think they would,
yeah,
but it's
probably.
probably not a lot.
I think you can see Tomoe in the trailer because
Yeah,
they need to
yeah.
like show that origin story why he got the X.
Yeah, I want to know how he got because I haven't really read the manga, so I'd be interested to know how they would tie up Inishi with Kenshin, like how they would converge again, how they'd meet again, like after all those years, or probably he just found a way since he's obsessed with Kenshin. But I want to know like how true to the manga they would go into, or if they would add
Oh,
other elements,
he, yeah.
because I think it's they haven't really introduced Tomoe in the other two movies, or if they did, I don't know. I know I forgot in the first movie if they did.
They did not. So Tomoe is not part of the story until now or until the movie. This movie. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I need to read the manga just so I'll have some
Like
sort of
reference.
baseline for my expectation. Yeah, but at the same time, I've also am okay with not being able to and just going in there and appreciating the movie for what
Okay.
it is. Since I think that's the best part about being a Kenshin fan is that if you've watched the series, you don't really mind going into the movies
Yeah.
without reading the manga because the
That's
feel
true.
is
That's
still
true.
there.
Because I don't know, for some reason,
Yeah.
Samurai X or Rurouni Kenshin was set up like that classic samurai movie. Like yeah, that yeah. If you're familiar with samurai movie, basically that's like every episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Yeah. So there's that. So yeah, you were right. You don't really need context to enjoy the movie, but you know, it doesn't hurt knowing what
Yeah.
what are you coming into.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, but I'd still read the manga. It's just a matter of whichever will come first. It doesn't really matter for me if I read the manga first and then see the movie, or see the movie and read the manga. I'll have the same appreciation for it just because I love Rurouni Kenshin
Yeah.
either way. But it would be nice to see another movie come out. So far, it's the only live action adaptation that I
Okay. I
actually really
mean,
like. And
to be fair,
yeah,
that there's not much really to. Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
It's a
that's true.
low
That's true.
bar to climb. So
But I really
yeah.
do like the fight scenes, just because it's the closest that they could get to how it was portrayed in the
I mean,
anime.
the anime was not like
Man,
it was
it
not
was really
animated in
cool.
a very superhuman animation. It's just like they're still human, but they
Yeah,
just able to
yeah.
do things. You know,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's what I like about Samurai
Yeah,
X.
yeah, yeah. Same. It didn't exist in what's
Yeah.
popular today, where you know overpowered
Yeah.
stuff
They're not like Dragon Ball
and
Z that can
supernatural.
fly, to destroy worlds.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So I'm trying to remember. Did Inishi have a specific weapon, or is it just also a katana?
I don't know. I don't know him. Pro-
Yeah, there's so much I don't know
Probably a
about this guy
sword
too. Yeah.
because according to a quick search about Inishi that I that I read, he is like this. He is superior fighter, well trained, um, accomplished warrior, but he also have this obsession with Genshin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically that's the only thing I know about him.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have our curiosity sated once the movie comes out, and I want to see how it ends. Is there talk? Is this the final movie for the live
I don't think
adaptation,
so.
or
Given the title, it's gonna be like probably one of the
I think there's one? There's a few more, a couple more maybe. Yeah, it actually does look good. Like the trailer looks promising. And then we see the evolution of the characters. Mm, It's it's nice. I gotta go see the second one as well before we
yeah.
see the third.
Um, yeah, it's available somewhere. I don't know where, but it's available.
Yeah. Well, people will find a way to
Yeah,
watch, or if they can, they'll have to wait until it's available where they are.
yeah. I'm not sure who's distributing the
I think
the third one.
Netflix
Yes,
is.
but the other two,
I
I think the other
saw.
two
Yeah, the
is
third
that
one.
Paramount or Warner Brothers. Sure. Probably, but Netflix. The third one. Netflix. I mean, I understand why they did went to Netflix because it's easier to consume. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then almost everybody has Netflix, and a lot of new stuff are in Netflix nowadays. Yeah. What do you think about his design though?
Wow.
Looks pretty. It looks pretty accurate, but then again,
Sure.
I've only seen the anime version, and that's in Betrayal. But I think they kept
Yeah.
most
In terms of the
of the
design for the
design,
new
including
movie, I
hair.
think it's a mixture of first movie and the one from Betrayal. Yeah, I could
Hmm.
feel that they're trying to get that same feeling from Betrayal, but I'm not sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I feel personally.
yeah, I do like how they've adopted it to kind of fit the movie, like the medium, because it's not, it doesn't look
Yeah,
cartoonish, so it's kind of, yeah, it's still kind of believable, but at the same time it has that um you can
it is. Yeah,
recognize the characters, and yeah, so one of the pretty cool things about it too. Yeah, and then I saw Sato there
yeah.
too.
Yeah. I think that's the only
Mm.
scene he has for the trailer.
Oh, hopefully there'll be more. I don't think he's had a lot in the first one, so I'm not sure if he had
Well,
in
I
the
mean,
second.
he's not
I
a
would
very
expect more.
talkative guy, and that cool
Yeah.
guy who says one-liners. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, he is. I
He,
remember he
yeah, yeah.
has a wife. I
He
recall
has a
that. Yeah.
wife. Yeah,
And everybody was so
yeah. What kind of a
surprised. Like,
woman? Like,
what? You don't have a you don't have a wife. Get out of here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody
I
like
remember
made
that
big,
day.
like make a big deal out of it because he has a wife.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, they did a good job of the casting and then the design on them too, because they stayed true.
Yeah.
I wish they had the whole gang, Aoshi's gang with Misao.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't think they have that
Mm,
on the second movie. I was waiting for that part, but it's not there. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not
it's not
there.
there in the
I
second.
was looking forward for
Uh,
Aoshi and to like the confrontation because what's
is
no the
Anya
old man down the master the
was
former master.
in it? Oh, okay, okay.
So,
Yeah, there's so many characters that are memorable. And then Shishio also has his set. And that would have been fun to like watch everybody just get together. It's so nostalgic. But then this trailer is also it kind of it was able to tease, but at the same time it looks sparse. So I am expecting a lot, but I'm not sure how much they would be putting in there if they're planning to make a
yeah.
sequel or another movie. So yeah, so far it looks good, looks promising. Do you think a lot of people would want to watch it after the second movie?
Um, I think there's a lot more people who enjoy the second movie rather than actually disappointed in it. So yeah, it's the end. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that no matter how bad the movie is, as long as it's content, people will consume it just for nostalgia's sake. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that is the biggest
it is. Yeah,
selling power of any anime turned to live action adaptation. It's just more of the
yeah,
stuff that you love. In a different medium. Like all the iterations of the things that made up your childhood is just something you're
yeah,
willing to consume, no
exactly.
matter how bad. You'd go and sit through just even if it's just one time, you would. I think, except for well, it depends. You have to really love something to really sit through the
Name a movie
worst
that's
parts
really
of it.
bad that you
You
still
know.
watch. Like,
Uh, no. Let me try to remember. I'm not actually sure. I think live action adaptation. What did I try to finish? Um I tried man, I didn't finish it. I'm
okay.
gonna have to say I didn't finish
Oh
Full
yeah.
Metal Alchemist. I
Mm.
didn't
I,
I couldn't. I didn't finish that
yeah.
one.
I tried to watch
I
it, but no, it's just no. I can't stand it. No.
yeah, Attack on Titan I think is the one. I finished it, but I was dying at the very end of it. It was like, oh, give me something. It's like something, but you're thinking like it's
Yeah.
kind of new still, and it the movie kind of came out somewhere in the middle of
Yeah.
the series, so you're so hopeful, but it's not something you want to revisit
I was like
again.
watching it and I was like, no,
You
that's
want,
not what happened. What are you doing?
yeah, yeah. Well,
Oh my god.
uh,
And then
I'm
there
trying
was a
to
sequel.
remember.
Then like yeah, no. I'm gonna not gonna do this to
No.
myself again. No.
Yeah. No. Oh, what was it? Death Note. Death Note, I finished, but my god, no.
Yeah.
It was. it was hard to stay a fan in the middle of that. It was like because when I started the manga was good when it started. I don't know when it started falling apart. Somewhere in the middle. By the time the animated series came out, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think uh Rurouni Kenshin is the only one that I'm just dedicated to seeing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What other live action adaptations are there? Anime.
What else? Yeah, but what live adaptation?
You know what I think they should try is Akira.
I think they're trying, but
Akira.
I think Del Toro tried to do that, but gave up along the
Mhm.
development process.
Oh.
Guillermo del Toro, but yeah, I think it's not the story. It's just it's hard to portray it on a on like a Western style movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably true. But at the same time, it didn't I think it's perfect to adapt because it doesn't really have a lot of supernatural elements, not a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
It's more technology based, and we kind of have the tools to make it look similar, or at least to stay true to the source.
Technology wise,
So yeah,
they could do it, but I
it's kind
think
of
there are
it's cool.
and I think
Yeah, and that's true.
the original um creator does not want to do much. Um, they don't want to do
Oh,
other liberties, some creative liberties on changing to the movie. So that's one aspect to it that they cannot. Knowing the West, that they're probably gonna change some key story into it, to fit the audience.
yeah. Kind of reminds me of Ghost in the
Oh,
Shell.
Ghost in the
I
Shell.
also watched that. Yeah, but it wasn't as well for
Yeah,
me. It
it's not
wasn't as
bad, but
bad.
it's
I
not
mean,
there.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for this
Yeah,
one too. I think the trailer is just right. It's just the right amount of
think so.
bite.
Mm,
It's. I think so. It doesn't seem to. I hope it's not giving away too much. At the same time, it kind of
yeah.
piques my interest because I want to see Inishi and how they would
Okay, let me
introduce
ask you
Tomoe.
this: what do you not want to see in the movie? Because I have an idea that I don't
Um.
want a what do you call that again? A flashback, like from the first movie, because I think
Mhm.
it's gonna be happening for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see a full length where it's just entirely made
Yeah,
of flashbacks. So even though I'd like to see them touch on the past, I don't want it to be the main the main scenes. So maybe just enough because we don't really need to have
yeah,
a full
just
flashback. Like I think people have established who Batusai is and what he was like back then in the first movie. So they don't really need to build him up in this one. They may just have to be creative in how they introduce Tomoe with
yeah. But they
Batusai.
just need to see that
Like how, yeah.
how and why they meet. Because
Mm-hmm.
actually, that's a really good story
Yeah.
itself. I'm not sure why they're not doing a movie about it, but yeah,
Yeah. And just to show just to justify Inishi's hate for Kenshin. also, because that would be one of the main points of why there's conflict. And then I want to see how it resolves, because I don't know in the manga if Kenshin resolved it peacefully, or if they had a closure, or if Inishi died just
I don't know.
hating
Spoiler
him,
alert.
you know, or if he died. I don't know
Spoil.
if he
I
died.
don't
I'm
know.
just saying.
But no.
I,
But knowing
I don't
Kenshin,
know.
does he really kill? Yeah. Yeah.
Probably
That's a
alive.
point.
Yep, probably alive. Yeah, that's one of the interesting things about the series is that Kenshin didn't really kill a lot of people, and that's what made his, I guess, what made his kills
Yeah.
more impressive. Is that part?
Yeah, because he
Is
only
that
kills the
twist?
people that needed to be killed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The reversed edge blade. Yeah, and I've always it's one of the things that you kind of look forward to when you're watching
Yeah.
it as a series is to see when he would eventually turn, if he would, because he's been tempted several times to flip
Yeah.
the flip the blade, and I think he's done
He
it a
did.
couple of times,
Yeah,
especially
but not
with
to kill.
Kaoru.
Most
Yeah, yeah,
not to kill, but
not to
probably
kill, but
uh disable, capacitate. Yeah.
yeah, that's really fun. Yeah, and I want to know how long how long since the first or the second movie came out this is going to be
Um.
taking place in, like timeline
Yeah.
wise.
Probably a week or so. No. Probably months. Yeah. But probably months. It's not gonna be more than. Because I think the whole series happened like within 2 years, or within the summer. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So probably this gonna be like within span of months from last.
Yeah, so it looks like from the trailer it looks like Kaoru will be involved.
He, she is always
The usual
involved
hostage situation.
one way or another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's always in a hostage situation. Yes, I think that's been the theme. Although to the author's credit, she does know how to at least defend herself, and some of them,
Yeah.
it's just that they needed. I
Yeah.
guess
She
it's like
is
plot
not
armor.
totally useless, but the thing is
Kenshin,
that they are fighting like more
yeah,
experienced individuals. So that's kind of.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we shall see. Like, how does Inishi get his hands on Kaoru? Of course, we know why he would, because it would draw Kenshin out. But I want to know how they would meet, and how the story would progress, and how the conflict ends, or if it's going to evolve into another beginning.
The
Like the
final,
final the
the
final
beginning of the final arc.
the beginning of the final arc.
Yeah.
They had us
You
there.
know, there's gonna be a sequel. Wink, wink. Yeah, wink, wink.
Yes, yes, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a sequel, and there's no way they could fit, like they could probably fit something in one movie, but it's not going to be satisfying. There has to be, especially since they're touching on uh, the past that has so many potential
Yeah.
storyline wise.
I mean, there's still
Yeah,
like a whole two arcs that needs to be told if they want to.
yeah, that's a lot of that's a gold mine. And I mean, Sato is like the perfect actor for this. So hopefully it's gonna come out
Yeah.
sooner. Yeah, this is really cool. I wonder if they're going to end the live action adaptation
Yeah.
arc with Kenshin's
I
death.
mean,
Spoiler
that's a
alert.
way to go though. That's like 5 arcs from where we are currently are.
Yeah, that is true. But how would you end if you were making a live action adaptation, which arc would you use
Probably
to
I'm
end
gonna end
like
it on the. Not sure which arc was he fighting knights, but yeah, the that arc or probably Shogo. Shogo might be the best finale.
I'll
Yeah,
have to look at it
yeah,
again.
that's the
But
part
yeah.
where there's another student. Oh, what's the star style again? I forgot. Um,
Oh, his
no,
master?
I mean like
Kenshin's no?
no, the student before his master would survive from his previous master.
That I
Yeah,
can
but there's
don't
another student
recall.
from a different master that came to fight, or not just to
Mm-hmm.
fight Kenshin, but yeah, uh, Shogo was that swordsman. Because as the story, or based on the lore, all student or master die after mastering the, the technique, right? Either they die or they
Mm-hmm.
survive. One way. Because if the student master it, then the master needs to die. Like that, yeah. So yeah. So there was
Yeah.
not supposed to be another student except Genshin, but there was the one who survived from a different teacher. So I forgot which arc was that. So yeah, both characters wielding the same technique with just very small difference in their skills would be the best way to end the series.
That I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. That would be a nice
Oh,
a nice
so
end to
his name
see
is Amakusa Shogo.
two different masters, yeah. That would be cool. I also like the
Yeah,
what's
that's the
that
one.
Christian
Yeah,
arc?
yeah, that's the one.
That's the one?
Um, yeah, Amakusa Shogo.
Shogu. Man,
So he is
I
also
remember that
a
arc.
wielder of Hitin Mitsurugi from a different.
Yeah, I remember it's
Uh,
just so weird how
but the
suddenly
difference is
there's
that
this other guy.
their ultimate technique is different, I believe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because Shogo is using the traditional style, and Kenshin is using the modified different style. I believe.
Yeah.
Which is actually really good. You know, it's like this old traditional style versus the new style. I don't know. I just maybe I'm looking so much into it. But
No, I think it's one of the because I remember Shogo. I just kind of forgot that he also used the same style, but made his added his own twist to it. But yeah, he was a
yeah,
memorable character, so I remember that. I remember that arc, and it's a good something good that they
yeah.
could add also. Because I don't remember a lot after that, or maybe I just kind of lost track since back then it wasn't really a continuous series, and I might have just missed an episode or two. But yeah, that would be a cool way to end
Yeah.
an arc. I would like to see more Aoshi and
I want to
Masao,
see them, but I don't think
that little group.
the movie will ever go there.
Yeah, yeah. They were pretty
Yeah.
much like side characters, but they were memorable side characters.
I
So,
mean, Aoshi is that very cool character that can do anything, but does nothing.
hmm yeah, and Misao was just another. At one point, she was just another love interest, basically, and then it was a bait and switch because I remember I was talking to my friend then, and we were having the ships, and I was a Kaoru Kenshin, and she's like, "No, that's so basic." There's this
Yeah.
Misao's in the picture now, but then later on, a few episodes later, here comes Aoshi, and Masao and Aoshi are. I guess there's, I don't know, it's an unspoken something. Not really sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably they could have their own spin-off.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the anime did not do it, the movie will never touch that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And I liked how they picked Shishio's arc to kick off the second one. I don't think there's another in there that would be good. That was a big arc. Yeah. E. Wonder what would happen. So what about you? What do you think about the trailer? What are your expectations and what do you
Yeah.
not want to see?
I'm gonna be okay with whatever they have, but I don't want to see any flashback from the first movie. God, I hate that. It's just a
Mhm.
waste of time. They're like have 2 hours of storytelling and then just use it for flashback. So yeah,
So what do you want
what
what
I
do you
want
want to
to
see though?
probably a one-on-one action from Genshin and Inishi. Like
Yeah. Would do you think it would be one final battle, or do you think there'd be clashes in between, like just a taste of the two's battle here and there, and then there's a final at the end? Or will it be like Inishi's henchman or whoever is second in command, or he has a group? They fight Kenshin first, and then eventually Kenshin defeats them and move on to Nishi. Or do you think the whole movie's going to be focused on one main
yeah,
battle?
personally, I'd like to have like this one big battle and then this like one-on-one battle because at least they could have so much time to like to show us um both characters because if they do like this um minions to minions to minions, it's like yeah it
It
yeah
gets tiring.
it consumes so much of the time that it's just a wasted time. To be honest. Um, it's gonna be like what do you call that? I'm not sure if King of the Hill type of scenario, but yeah, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
see that. That's just a waste of time. It's okay to do that in the series, but not in the movie.
And that's true. And it also it I think if you put too many fight scenes, it kind of gets old. Also, I mean, there's only so many moves, so many angles, so much choreography you can do with the sword. that I feel like it would be nice to just have one full start to finish battle. Although, I mean, having little ones in between to show the others would be okay, but to have that one main fight scene where you're just whoa, whoa, whoa would be nice too. Like something that you haven't seen in the
Yeah.
first two
I
movies.
mean, if they want to like showcase how good Sanosuke or Sato or how
Mm-hmm.
good Rishi is, I think it's okay to have those like fight scenes, like what.
Yeah, I want to see. I also want to see like just how Inishi fights. Like how is he going to match Kenshin's sword prowess, sword skills? Yeah. I mean, he's probably trained since he was a kid, but then Kenshin also trained since he
Yeah,
was a kid. But I want to see how he would
I'm not
how
sure
he'd
what
figure
technique is an issue. So.
matching. I actually don't know as well. Let's see if we could find.
Let me do a quick Google search.
So I think they say it combines a kenjutsu and a Chinese
Okay.
sword fighting style. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh,
Going to be interesting. But don't know if the movie would incorporate that, but probably, most likely.
okay. So it's more
So
like
that's
a
probably why his
Chinese martial
design.
style
Mm-hmm.
rather than
Yeah.
Japanese. Okay, that's
Yeah. That makes sense because then his design is not really, it does not really
yeah.
speak Japanese. Like, he's not really wearing a kimono, not really a hakama. It looks, I thought at first it
It's
looked
not.
like a
It's like
suit,
a
but it
Chinese.
is kind of,
Uh,
it's kind of Chinese, yeah. It's Chinese inspired. But back then I didn't really know any better when I first saw in the animated betrayal, yeah. That would be interesting. Okay. That'd be interesting to see. And then they'd have to do they connect previous arcs to the next movie? Like did the second movie have anything that connected it to the first or was it like separate?
no, it's totally separate. Yeah.
Mm.
The first movie did not even allude to the existence of Shishio. Yeah. And
Yeah, yeah.
the second movie did
That's true.
not. I mean, most people expect that Shishio was the final, like the final, like it's the end of the movie because but no, they did. Yeah. There's
Mhm.
no like, there's people is not expecting, and the creators did not like alludes or give like right that there will be a sequel. So no, most of those stories are close stories that they could stand alone by themselves.
True, that is true.
Yeah, which
I
is
think
a much
that is
better approach
a better
actually.
way to go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. That way if for some reason they decided not to push through with the next one, they'd have
Yeah.
something that can stand on its own.
And you
So
don't need to watch the whole
yeah,
like 1, 2, 3 movie. You could just go and see a
yeah,
movie.
yeah. That is true. That is true. Well then, is there
What else?
anything else that
Okay. Um,
you'd like to add? What?
related to the movie. So, when are you gonna start collecting swords? When are you gonna start
What?
collecting swords? Yeah, I
Collecting
mean,
swords?
probably you have any like, do you have any desires to collect swords from the movie or from the anime?
Oh man, that's I would love to. I think I'll have to look at the sword. I have some sword collections,
I
but
see.
it's not a lot. I mean, it's just hard to have
I see.
a spot to keep it. But yeah,
Yeah,
that would be nice. Be nice to have. Kenshin's always would be the
you know,
go-to. I mean, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna try and dream to have
no, no,
Sanosuke's
yeah, nope.
huge
I don't
sword.
even want to get a Aoshi sword because it's just too long.
Yeah.
The maintenance alone,
Yeah.
like damn.
But yeah, Kenshin.
I used to own one, and then I just
Yeah.
gave up because cleaning it was too much.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have like some a replica and have it there. But if I'm going to have just
Yeah,
one, it would
probably.
have to be Kenshin's, of course.
Okay then. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah. I don't think so. Any problems that you think would arise from just watching the trailer alone?
Um, probably
Or
like so much exposition. If they're trying to fill the stories as quick as possible.
mm, yeah, yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
that,
I could see
but
that that could happen. Yeah.
typically prone to.
Mm. Yeah, but if they could keep the story flowing without making it drag, I think it would be a good one. Yeah. I mean the action sequence looks
Yep. Like it.
crisp. So there's that part is
Yeah.
is I
I
don't
think
really have any complaints on that
it's the
part. It's going to
best
be the
samurai
storytelling.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides Akira Kurosawa,
Oh
but
yeah. Oh
that's the
definitely.
classic. I mean, the modern ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. I'm just stoked to see another movie come out
Yeah.
that's related to Rurouni Kenshin. There's probably going to be a lot of merchandise. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
but
there's like an
that's
issue
all
in
I
my
have. I don't
mind,
really
in
have
the back
anything.
of my mind. There's an issue,
What?
but yeah,
What?
we can just cut it out. I don't really want to talk about it. Yeah, because the original, the author of Rurouni Kenshin is pedophile. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's like public knowledge now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, most probably if
Yeah.
people will just dig up, just reason to hate the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be. That's one of the things too. That's kind of iffy.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was
I was really
heartbreaking, but I'm.
heartbroken when I knew about
Yeah. But I can't
it.
undo my
Same.
love for it. That's the thing. It's like you're married to it,
I mean,
and
it's
then you
part of your
realize,
childhood. It's
oh,
part of
there's this.
you.
Yeah, yeah. It's shaped
Yeah,
a lot of people. So it hit hard when the news came out. So I mean, nobody's gonna try and deny it
yeah,
and
yeah.
defend
I
the
don't think
author. I
so.
don't
Yeah,
think, but it's yeah, but it's a bit much to ask people to hate the series just
well, yeah.
because.
Probably it's
I mean,
one of the
I
reasons
can't.
why most people also think that Shishio would be the final villain because that time it's coincide
Um.
after the movie came out. I think that he is actually like a pedophile. I think so.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. So people think that they will just stop producing
It's damaging.
for media.
Yeah, but then it's also a way for the movie to just distance itself and establish
Yeah.
itself as separate. thing, even though it's, it's
I mean, the story
written
is very decent. There's
by
no
the
like
author and all that.
no. There's not even a single speck
Yeah.
of being a part of him being
Yeah, that was just sad. It's sad and disappointing and heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. But it is what it is, and we can't,
there. Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
no,
We're all
can't
just
undo.
human in the end of the
Yeah.
day. So,
Yeah. If you're probably
yeah, probably.
a
Yeah,
new fan, yeah, you can just drop it and decide, no, I don't want to support this anymore. But for a lot of people, it's entrenched, and it's not because they're supporting the author. It's the story. It's the story and the characters.
uh, yeah, yeah. There's nothing much to say about it.
Yep, I think we did a good job of making it. I think we were still talking about the trailer at around
An hour.
the 15-minute mark. Yeah,
We like
not bad.
talking. We like talking
I
about
think I'll
these
just,
things.
yeah. We would like to thank everyone who listened to us ramble on, rant, and talk about the series, even though we've jumped from
Tangent.
the just the
To
third
tangent
to
to
the second
tangent.
to the first. Yeah. Yeah, and then tangent to tangent. We try to keep it within the realm of Samurai X, and we hope you enjoy and hope to see you again next time on the next episode of Anoni. I'm not sure what the next episode will be about, but we'll see. Hope to see you there. I think we're leaving them with awkward silence as usual. Yeah, okay. Let's stop recording.